Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. For those who don't know who I am, my name is Kim, and what you're looking at the moment is what my yard, the back part of my house and my yard look like. Today is the first video in almost 12 months that I've put up for you guys. We have had so much going on that I've had to just pull out of the videos, but I am now hopefully back up and running for you guys to check out how I do some gardening. So what I'm about is I try to show you basically who I am, what I do, and how I do things, which is gardening. I grow vegetables and a few other plants. We have chickens, a horse, and I refer to him as the big black bug because he likes to eat my veggies when I'm not looking over the fence, so I do lose things to him as well. I have 4 children, 2 which have left home and 2 which are Dylan and Erica, who are 15 and 18, who are still at home, and my husband Aaron. Now, over the last 2 years, for those of you who don't know and are new to the channel, I had an injury at work, which meant my left hand needed to be operated on. We also had a tree land on the back of the house. We've just walked past the area where it is, and that is why we have no back veranda. So it has been pretty much almost 2 years to date that I have done very, very little outside, and everything has just gotten way, way away from me. So this year I have made a plan. I've written a plan that I want to work through to get the garden and everything back up to date and get all the veggies growing again as well. So this is the back of my house that you've just been watching here. A lot of this area will be redone and turned into a nicer area. But until the veranda is completely rebuilt, I've kind of just let the plants do whatever they want to do, survival of the fittest. So that is just what I'm letting them do here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you on a tour through what the garden looks like currently as of the day I recorded this, so that you can see over the next few months what I get done, how much I get done, and what I am doing in the garden. So showing you, basically I'm almost starting from scratch, except for I do have a bit of infrastructure set up from previous years. So alright, so I'm going to leave it with that. You guys, I'm going to take you through and show you where the garden's at, and talk a little bit about what needs to be done.
So all this bit here is a part of the zone 3 for Carrot Top. I'm going to get all this cleaned up in here as well, and all of this bit here as well is pretty much just whippersnippering through here until the veranda gets replaced. Alright, I actually can't walk down there anymore at the moment, so we are going to go through this way, watching where I'm walking. It is super bad. There's a wasp nest somewhere on that pole, so we're going to try and just keep moving quickly through the jungle, and it is literally a jungle. Some of this I did mow a couple of weeks ago, all the grass here, but as you can see, it's all back again. I've had some massive amounts of rain, even the compost bins are growing. Alright, the greenhouse. Can't even get into the door. Wow. I've even managed to kill my thing by the looks of it. My friend Penny. It's super hot in there. I can't even get in to open the doors. This thing here right in front of me is head height. Wow. I'm gonna have to pull everything out, and it's so humid in there. And whippersnip and pull it all out and see what we can do with the greenhouse. Strawberry Hill looks like the strawberries are already coming back from the winter. And so, oh look, that is rhubarb coming back. Awesome. Oh, look at this big rhubarb plant already. They are coming up. Oh, I have flowers already on the strawberry plants. So just need to get the weeds out of there. And this one's not going quite as well, but I can still see the strawberry plants coming up. Need to do some major weeding, and normally I can walk through there. That's the bit through to the washing line. There are pots in there, but we are, yeah. Oh, look. That plant there, that is the spinach. The silver beet has come back. It's going to flower there by the looks of it, but I might be able to get something off it when I get in there. It has about a year's worth of neglect. Is amazing. The fruit trees all just need a good whippersnipper underneath them. So as a part of the Strawberry Hill zone, I'm going to be doing the grapevines here as well. I did not trim them back. It looks like I've lost two of them over winter and the one in that corner, but these two look like they are sprouting, so I'm just going to go through and trim them back, take any dead bits off and get the weeds out. I still have mandarins. I'm going to have to do a taste test and see if they're any good this year. So this will be a part of the strawberry zone, just getting this cleaned up as well. Look at the blossom on the pear tree. I can hear the bees from the apiary. They are having a field day. I'm going to have to get down and put another box on. Never ceases to amaze me. Every year this happens and it still amazes me. Alright, we are at Corn Patch, same as everywhere else, full of grass and all the rest of it. Flies are bothering me. I am a little concerned about what I'm walking on and around, and I think I just stood on the sign in there. Hopefully not. And this is passion tunnel. You can see the strawberries, the passion fruit, by the looks of things, did not make the winter this year. I'm not seeing any regrowth on them. So I think that's just going to be a replace. These, what I got out of them for the first year, 2 years, I've only had them for 2 years. They produced way more than I could eat. So yeah, I think we'll just replace them and go from there. It happens. it happens. Definitely going to go with the 2 varieties that were on the front, whatever they were, because those 2 did the best. Still want to put some garden beds in the bottom of this. Still need to do that. This will all need to be hand weeded. What are we looking at here? This is, I think this is baked spud, if you can see it. My little archy thing's falling over, so I need to fix or replace maybe. Find where the garden bed starts and finishes. Yep, there's the sign in the dirt there. It's fallen over. I'm going to go this way. The grass is too long and thick to go in there. That's our poor little apricot tree that fell down. Gorgeous, isn't it? Gorgeous. Listen to my girls feeding off it. The retic system is still standing. Still needs a little bit of work, I think. Somewhere here, I think, somewhere there is the edge of climbing bean. Up there I can see one side of the retic, and the other side will be down there. These aren't usually too hard to clean out because these are big weeds, so it's generally just a broad fork or a pitchfork, whatever you want to call it, and get them out of there, and then whippersnippering all around it. There is some retic system in here somewhere. Black hose. Check out melon ball. Even though I put down the weed matting, yeah, that's going to be something I'm going to look at. I can't even almost see the pear tree. So all this is just whippersnippering down. Going this way, look at all these beautiful yellow flowers in the orchard. I've got some plants to put out here over the next, when it comes time to do this area, I'll be doing that, putting them in. It's a little too cold at night still. So that is melon ball in there somewhere. Some garden beds or garden boxes. Look, they can see the edge of one right there. So looks like a absolute mammoth task, but I think it's going to be pretty easy to pull up because of the weed matting, but it's still a mammoth task. Snow pea. This has been right from the time I had the first year I put it in. This is 3 years now in here. The first year I had great amounts of tomato out of it. Absolutely. I think I ended up with like 100 kilos of tomatoes. Minus the end row, because as you can see, the grass is nice and short along here, and I wonder why. It's the same on every other side of the fence, isn't it, Elvis? Hey? Isn't it, Elvie? All the fences on the wrong side. Cheeky monkey. But yeah, he ate one row of tomatoes that year. But again, this I'm going to strip it all out, put in some garden beds, edging, and fill that up with compost and soil. It's going to cost me a fair bit this year of compost and soil. I am just going to tip the water out of that. It's a bit of a breeding ground. I try to keep water not like that around the place. There is a garden bed in the bottom of this one. Might just need to take a look at that. These little orchid thingies come back up after I move them. And gorgeous are they? So yeah, that's a massive task. Massive task. Massive task. I'm also going to have to do the hive area. I can't let the horse in there.
Oh, wow, guys, as you can see, it has become like a jungle out there in all the different areas. So what I'm going to be doing over the next few weeks, I am not planting in anything as much as I would love to, except I know that I do want to put some stuff up in the herb garden to get that started. That'll be a separate video on what I'm doing up in there as well. But over the next few weeks, I'm going to show you each different area. You would have heard me talking about zones. I've broken the whole lot down into about 10 different zones that I'm doing, and in each zone I've written up the tasks that what needs to be done in each area. As you can see here in the video, my ride-on was struggling to get through all of this grass to get it mowed. So it is going to be a long, hard task to get things back to where I would like them to be. But that's just how it's going to be this year. And so for you who want to come and join me, learn a few things along the way, come and hang out, have a chat with me, catch up, talk to each other down in the chat room. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because that is the only way you're going to keep up with what's happening down here in Mama Bear's garden. And I can tell you right now, this Mama Bear has a lot of work for herself to be done this year. But with her hand recovering and the house starting to be rebuilt and fixed up, we're going to get this done, and we're going to be growing more fruit and vegetables than we have done in previous years. Okay, guys, thanks for joining me here in the garden, and I will see you on the next video.